This is not a drill, the courtroom just became a war zone, and guess who walked out victorious? Kirk Frost. But hold on, this isn't just about some legal paperwork, this is the final nail in Jasmine's coffin. Let's just say she might want to start packing her bags now. After months of messy allegations, courtroom chaos, and back-and-forth disputes, Kirk just secured the win of a lifetime. And trust me, Jasmine's whole world is crumbling as we speak. Lawyers were shouting, documents were flying, and when the judge read the verdict, Jasmine's face went pale. But the real question is, what happens now? Did Kirk just destroy Jasmine's entire life with this one legal move? How is Rashida reacting to all this drama? And why are people saying this battle is far from over? Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the jaw-dropping, career-ending details of the messiest court battle yet. Kirk Frost is officially done playing games. After Jasmine's reckless attack on his home, he's making sure she faces the full force of the law. This isn't just some petty argument or reality TV drama, this is a full-blown legal war, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Jasmine thought she could storm into Kirk's life, cause havoc, and walk away untouched? Oh, she must have forgotten who she was dealing with. Let's rewind a bit. Y'all remember the wild events that went down, right? Jasmine, furious and fed up, pulled the most unexpected stunt of all, she straight up attacked Kirk's home. And when we say attacked, we're not talking about a few harsh words or passive-aggressive texts. No. Witnesses say she rolled up to his house like she was ready for battle, banging on doors, screaming at the top of her lungs, demanding to see Kirk. Neighbors watched in shock as she tried to force her way inside, causing a full-blown spectacle in front of the entire community. This was a scene straight out of a movie, except this time, the cameras weren't rolling. This was real life, and the consequences? Oh, they were about to hit hard. Kirk wasted no time. He immediately called the authorities, ensuring everything was on record. And let's not forget, Kirk has been dealing with Jasmine's drama for years. This wasn't just some random outburst, this was the breaking point. He wasn't about to let her keep dragging his name through the mud, and most importantly, he wasn't about to let her disrupt his family life any longer. So what did he do? Oh, he hit back with full force. First, he filed a restraining order against Jasmine, meaning she legally cannot come near him, his home, or his family. But Kirk didn't stop there. He took things a step further and slapped her with a massive lawsuit. We're talking harassment, trespassing, property damage, and even emotional distress. That's right, Kirk is making sure Jasmine pays for every single thing she's done. Now, let's talk about the receipts. Because, oh boy, Kirk came prepared. Sources say security footage from that night captured everything, the screaming, the threats, the desperate attempts to get inside. It's all there, and Kirk's legal team is using it to build an ironclad case against her. This isn't just hearsay, this is cold, hard evidence that could completely ruin Jasmine in court. And if you think Kirk's lawyers are playing nice, think again. They're pushing for the harshest penalties possible, and if they succeed, Jasmine could be facing some serious consequences. But wait, where does Rashida stand in all of this? We all know Rashida has been through more than enough drama thanks to Kirk's past mistakes. But this time, she's making one thing crystal clear, she's standing by her man. Insiders say Rashida fully supports Kirk's decision to take legal action and has been encouraging him to go all in on this lawsuit. She's tired of Jasmine popping up and causing problems. She's tired of the headlines, the gossip, the embarrassment. Rashida is done playing nice, and she wants Jasmine out of their lives for good. And here's where things get even crazier, Jasmine isn't going down without a fight. Word on the street is that she's planning to countersue Kirk, claiming that he is the one harassing her. Yep, you heard that right. Jasmine is trying to flip the script, arguing that Kirk's legal actions are nothing more than an attempt to silence her and ruin her reputation. Some sources even say she has her own set of evidence that she's ready to bring to court. But does she actually have a case? Or is this just another desperate attempt to stay relevant? Because let's be real, Jasmine has always had a knack for stirring the pot. Every time things seem to quiet down, she finds a way to drag Kirk's name right back into the headlines. And at this point, Kirk has had enough. That's why this lawsuit isn't just about what happened that night, it's about everything. All the drama, all the stress, all the chaos Jasmine has brought into his life. It's all finally coming to a head, and this time, Kirk is making sure she doesn't walk away unscathed. So what happens if Kirk wins this case? First of all, Jasmine could be hit with a massive financial penalty. We're talking thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dollars in damages. And let's not forget about potential criminal charges. If the court rules against her, Jasmine could be looking at legal repercussions far beyond just losing money. The consequences of her reckless actions are stacking up, and there may be no way out. One thing is for sure, this legal battle is far from over. But if the latest developments are any indication, Kirk Frost is done playing, and Jasmine? Well, she may have just lost the biggest fight of her life. Forget about the permanent restraining order. Jasmine is completely barred from coming near Kirk, Rashida, or their home ever again. And if the judge wants to set an example, she could even end up behind bars. But this isn't just about Kirk and Jasmine anymore, this affects their son, Cannon. If Kirk proves Jasmine is unstable and dangerous, their custody arrangement could shift drastically, potentially leaving Jasmine out of Cannon's life entirely. So, where do we go from here? One thing's certain, this legal battle is just getting started. Kirk's legal team is gearing up for war, and Jasmine? She's about to learn the hard way that playing with fire has serious consequences. The court date is set, the evidence is piling up, and the world is watching. But trust me, this is only the beginning, because just when you think Jasmine couldn't make things worse for herself, she does something that leaves everyone stunned. If you thought her drama had peaked, think again. Just when Kirk thought he had the upper hand, Jasmine makes a reckless move, one so chaotic it might have sealed her fate for good. Instead of laying low, she's doubling down. After the police got involved, after the lawsuit, after everything, Jasmine is still out here, playing the victim and dragging Kirk's name through the mud. And she's not just talking, she's taking it public. Sources say she's been reaching out to blogs and media outlets, spinning the story in her favor, claiming Kirk has mistreated her for years. Now, she's alleging mental and emotional abuse, painting him as the real villain. And if that weren't enough, she's hinting at more secrets, threatening to expose Kirk like never before. And you already know what happens when the internet gets hold of a messy situation. The rumors fly, the blogs eat it up, and suddenly, people are questioning who the real bad guy is. After all, Kirk's reputation isn't exactly spotless. We all remember how this mess started. His affair with Jasmine nearly destroyed his marriage. So, naturally, not everyone is rushing to defend him. But Kirk isn't about to let Jasmine rewrite history. He's making sure the truth comes out, and he's got receipts. Security footage captured Jasmine outside his house, and now Kirk's team is pushing to make it public. If Jasmine wants to play the victim, Kirk is about to show the world exactly what kind of victim she really is. And legally? Kirk's lawyers are not holding back. They're digging into Jasmine's past, gathering every reckless move she's ever made to paint a picture of someone completely unhinged. And let's just say, there's plenty to work with. From popping up at Rashida's store unannounced to stirring up drama on social media, Jasmine has a history of chaos. Even when she tried to play the good mom card, it was exposed that she wasn't even consistently seeing Cannon. Now, Kirk's legal team is pushing for serious consequences, not just financial penalties, though she's about to lose a lot of money, but actual jail time. And with how this case is shaping up, that outcome is looking more likely by the day. Speaking of money, Jasmine's finances are about to take a major hit. Kirk's lawsuit isn't just about restraining orders, it's about emotional distress and damages. If the judge rules in Kirk's favor, Jasmine could be forced to pay thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands in fines. And let's be real, with Jasmine doesn't have it like that. Unlike Kirk and Rashida, who have successful businesses, Jasmine has been struggling to keep up the illusion of a luxury lifestyle. In reality, she's barely getting by. And that's the real reason she's stirring up drama. It's not just about Kirk, it's about survival. She sees the lawsuit coming, she knows she's about to lose big, and now she's scrambling to flip the narrative. That's why she's running to the blogs, making threats, and playing the sympathy card. But the real question is, who's actually buying it? Because at this point, Jasmine's track record speaks for itself. And the way things are going, she might just be running out of chances. This version tightens up the narrative, sharpens the drama, and keeps the pacing fast and engaging. Let me know if you want any further tweaks. 4-0. She's been stirring up drama, but now that things aren't going her way, she's playing the victim. The problem? No one's buying it. In fact, this is only making her look worse. And let's not forget, this mess isn't just affecting Kirk and Jasmine. Once again, Rashida is being dragged into a situation she never asked for. But if you think Rashida is just going to sit back and let this woman continue causing chaos, think again. Word on the street is that Rashida is pushing Kirk to ensure Jasmine is completely shut down, legally, financially, and publicly. Rashida is tired, and honestly, who can blame her? After everything Kirk and Rashida have been through, public humiliation, years of scandal, and endless judgment, they've worked hard to rebuild their marriage. Just when they've finally reached a stable place, here comes Jasmine trying to tear it all down again. But this time, Kirk is making sure she never gets another chance. That raises the big question, does Jasmine actually have something on Kirk? The way she's been talking, you'd think she's sitting on some bombshell secrets. Could she have something that could truly hurt Kirk, or is this just another desperate attempt to stay relevant? Because let's be real, if she really had something, wouldn't she have dropped it by now? Instead, she keeps hinting, dragging it out, and using it as leverage. That's a major red flag that she's bluffing. But if, and that's a big if, she actually does have dirt on Kirk, things could get even messier. That said, Kirk's legal team doesn't seem worried. From what we're hearing, they're confident that Jasmine has nothing that could hold up in court. If she tries to bring up old rumors or fabricated allegations, they're prepared to shut it down immediately. So, where does that leave Jasmine? In trouble. With a lawsuit looming, her finances in shambles, and public opinion turning against her, things are looking bad. And the worst part? This is just the beginning. Because what's coming next, it's about to completely ruin her. Jasmine thought she could manipulate the situation, turn the public against Kirk, and paint herself as the victim. But what she didn't realize is that Kirk was playing a whole different game. While she was running to the blogs, trying to spin her sob story, Kirk's legal team was busy building a bulletproof case. And when they finally hit her with the paperwork? She wasn't ready. Now, Jasmine isn't just facing one lawsuit, she's facing multiple. Kirk's team didn't hold back. They're hitting her with charges for trespassing, harassment, defamation, emotional distress, and even property damage. There's even talk of a restraining order that could permanently bar her from coming anywhere near Kirk or his family. And these aren't just empty threats, this is real legal action. If Jasmine doesn't handle this correctly, she could end up in a situation she can't come back from. But it doesn't stop there. While Kirk is handling things legally, Rashida? Oh, she's done playing nice. Word is, she's working behind the scenes to ensure Jasmine is shut down completely. Rashida has stayed classy for years, choosing the high road even when she had every right to snap. She kept quiet when Kirk's affair was exposed, endured public scrutiny for staying with him, and even tried to be the bigger person when Jasmine kept stirring up trouble. But this was the final straw. Sources say Rashida is making calls, real, powerful calls, to people who can make sure Jasmine never gets another opportunity in the industry again. That's right, Jasmine's little side hustles, her attempts to build a brand. Rashida is making sure they disappear. Because let's be honest, who wants to work with someone constantly caught up in drama, lawsuits, and online meltdowns? Exactly. Now, Jasmine is panicking. She was so busy running her mouth that she didn't think about what would happen if Kirk and Rashida actually fought back. And now? She's running out of options. Her financial situation is crumbling, legal fees are stacking up, and if she loses in court, she could be on the hook for thousands in damages. The reality is, Jasmine doesn't have the kind of money to fight this battle. Unlike Kirk and Rashida, who have solid businesses and legitimate income, she's been barely scraping by, relying on social media drama to stay relevant. But now? That clout is running out fast. This version keeps the same energy while improving readability, flow, and clarity. Let me know if you'd like any tweaks. It's all coming crashing down, and speaking of social media, oh, people are dragging Jasmine. Remember when she thought she could turn the internet against Kirk? Yeah, well, that backfired fast. The moment the full story came out, sympathy for her vanished. Fans started pulling up her old messy behavior, reminding everyone that this isn't the first time she's tried to stir up drama. And the general consensus? Jasmine played herself. Even those who once defended her are now calling her out, saying she took things way too far. I mean, let's be real, showing up at Kirk's house, trying to involve the police, and dragging this mess into the public eye again? It's giving desperate. Now, let's talk about Kirk for a second. While Jasmine's world is crumbling, Kirk is out here thriving. After all the chaos, he's been keeping a low profile, focusing on his businesses, and letting his legal team handle the rest. And honestly, that's the smartest move he could make. The less he engages, the worse Jasmine looks. She's spiraling, while Kirk is just sitting back, letting her destroy herself. And the craziest part? His image is actually improving because of it. People are starting to realize that maybe, just maybe, Kirk isn't the villain in this situation. Maybe he really was just trying to move on, and Jasmine was the one who couldn't let go. But if things weren't already bad for Jasmine, here's the real kicker: she might have just lost the one thing she actually cared about. Word is, Kirk is officially pushing for full custody of their son, Cannon. That's right, he's taking legal steps to make sure Jasmine has zero say in their child's life. And let's be honest, after everything that's happened, he might actually win. What judge is going to look at all this drama and decide that Jasmine is the stable, responsible parent? Exactly. If Kirk gets his way, that's going to break Jasmine. Because for all her flaws, the one thing she always held on to was her connection to Cannon. She used him as leverage, as a way to keep Kirk in her life. But if she loses that? Oh, it's over for her. And let's not forget, this whole mess isn't just about Kirk and Jasmine anymore. Other people are getting dragged in, too. Word is, some of Jasmine's own friends are turning on her. See, when you're constantly surrounded by drama, people get tired real quick. And now that Jasmine is in the hot seat, folks are distancing themselves fast. Even those who used to be cool with her are suddenly going silent, not wanting to be associated with the mess. And honestly, that tells you everything you need to know. Because at the end of the day, Jasmine did this to herself. She thought she could manipulate the situation, play the victim, and come out on top. Instead, she lost everything: her reputation, her finances, her legal battle, and maybe even her relationship with Kirk and Cannon. And the worst part? She has no one to blame but herself. Kirk didn't go looking for this drama, Jasmine brought it straight to his doorstep. And now, she's paying the price. The lesson here? Playing messy games will get you exactly what you deserve. Jasmine thought she was untouchable, that she could do whatever she wanted without consequences. But now, she's learning the hard way that actions have consequences. And if she doesn't find a way to fix this fast, she might lose everything for good. So, what do y'all think? Did Jasmine take it too far? Is there any way she can bounce back from this, or is this officially the end for her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because trust me, this drama? Oh, it's far from over. Stay tuned for all the latest tea. This version keeps the tone engaging and dramatic while improving clarity and flow. Let me know if you want any further tweaks.